What's happening, YouTube? It's Bay. I did a poll on my Twitter for what my next video should be, and everybody voted. Those that did vote for a mukbang. So I ordered some wings. I got little notes about what we're gonna talk about, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much yeah. What's happening, guys? So I got Buffalo Wild Wings, which in my opinion is not my favorite wing place in the area, but all the good shit is closed where I live. So after 8:30, you basically can't get anything, and I didn't order my food till roughly like 8:30. So this is where we're at. It's like 11 o'clock right now. I'm tired as fuck. I've been on the computer basically all day, like working on music, dealing with marketing, and just, you know, doing the shit that I be doing. But I said that I was gonna make this video, and I didn't want to have y'all waiting for too long. So here we are. I got 3 different kinds of wings because I got 15 wings, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not because they're little, you feel me? So I got the Parmesan garlic, which are these ones, and they're wet, which is cool. I'm used to the dry garlic ones, but I wanted some wet wings. And I got lemon pepper, which anybody that follows me on Twitter already knows what's up with the lemon pepper. These, in my opinion, are dry for lemon pepper. Now, these should be as wet as those ones, but like I said, all the good shit is closed. So, thanks, COVID. And then I got just regular buffalo because, you know, you gotta pay homage to the classics. And I got some potato wedges, and I got carrots and blue cheese. I be dipping in blue cheese because that's the shit that I like. But see, this is another thing that, like, irritates the fuck out of me. What kind of lazy shit is this? Like, what? Like, hold on, my nigga. Like, pause, bro. I have these in my refrigerator. I didn't want these. I wanted spears, bitch. I wanted spears. I wanted carrot spears, bitch. What is this? What is this? What is this? I didn't ask for no goddamn baby carrots, nigga. I'm not a baby. I don't. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm mad now because, like I said, I don't fuck with Buffalo Wild Wings, so I've never actually ordered from here. There's a place that I prefer called the Chicken Shack. It's like a family-owned spot, like a local family-owned spot, but of course they're closed, you feel me? So this was what I had to choose from. So I'm not gonna complain, but at the same time, I'm like, these niggas really had the audacity to give me some motherfucking baby carrots. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I got to eat. To drink, I got myself, y'all can see it over there, that pink cup right there. This one, wait, yeah, this cup right here, it's just water. And then that little glass, there we go. Okay. That little glass right there is my Ciroc and Cran because I want to be candid with y'all. So yeah, this is what I'm about to eat in this motherfucker, and we're gonna get to talking. So I went ahead and took notes because I'm a real nigga, and I take notes for everything that I do. So I had to take notes so that I made sure that I stayed on topic. We got a lot of shit to talk about. I feel like a lot of things have happened since my last video. My last video was like around Christmas time. I think it was Black Friday or Pink Friday or something. I don't know, but I know that it was like almost a year ago. It was some time ago. And my, how things have changed. Aside from the corona shit, which I feel like is kind of like dead news, like, you know, we're not going to get too much into that. I do want to talk about the stimulus situation because, I mean, I kind of feel like, I don't know. I feel like some shit's kind of fishy with this whole opening up the, you know, trying to regenerate the economy and all that. Like, I think it has a lot to do with the stimulus shit. But we'll get into that when the time is there. I want to talk about. The recent surge of people coming to Onlyfans and different online sex work platforms. It's very interesting. I want to talk about that. What else was it? Pornhub. I want to talk about Pornhub because shit's been going on with Pornhub recently, and niggas is like, you know, deleting their accounts and whoop whoop. So I want to get into that. And then bitch ass baby carrots. And then I want to talk about the connection between all that and like us going into a recession and all that shit, like what to expect, things like that. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of ground to cover. I got a lot of wings to eat. We're gonna get into it. First thing I want to talk about, however, is these goddamn UFOs. Now, this shit just came out like yesterday or whatever, right? And the thing that's irritated me about it is, like, on the socials, everybody is acting like this shit is new, and like, just because it's new to you doesn't mean it's new. You know what I'm saying? It's not new. The actual footage is old. Like, it's been released a long time ago. Like, the reason why I think it's interesting is that I guess the Air Force or whatever, the government is basically acknowledging that the footage that was released in like 2017 for the first time, I think it was 2017, yeah, in 2017 for the first time was like actually real, right? But at the same time, we had Navy personnel, senators, and quite a few officials kind of already confirm that it was real back then when it originally came out. Also, this whole story, the footage was taken, all that in like 2004. So this is like throwback shit. Like, this is old. That's what makes me wonder, why is it now that the government is choosing to acknowledge this in the midst of all of this shit when this is old? You know what I'm saying? Like, what has forced them to say something? Like, I don't know. That's just me. But I'll be thinking about shit like that. I did my little research or whatever. From what I read, like, people have already known that particular footage was real. And as a matter of fact, the government allowed it to be released. Not only did they allow it to be released, but the company that they gave it to back in 2017 basically that's what they do. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, that's what they do. But see, what's strange to me is, considering the fact that they gave it to a company that does that, and I'm going to tell y'all the name of the company is called the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences. Like, this is who y'all gave this footage to? The motherfucking co-founder was one of the Blink 182, like one of the members of Blink 182, and not the cool one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not the cool one, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, I don't know. I think that shit is interesting. Like, okay. And then, on top of that, when the shit got released, it's not like the government denied it. They just didn't say anything. But it makes me wonder, like, the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences or whatever the fuck had to buy that information. Like, they had to buy that footage from them. You feel me? Like, if you think about it. So, did somebody get in trouble for selling it to them? Like, what was the situation here? And furthermore, why did it take this long? The shit happened in 2004, bro. Why did it take 15 years for niggas to cop to it? And furthermore, why are so many people surprised? Like, you shouldn't fucking be surprised. I don't know. I don't think it's surprising. I just think it's interesting that they chose to mention it now. So that's the question that I have. Like, in the midst of all of it, why are y'all choosing to bring this shit up here now? Like, yesterday. In the midst of all this COVID shit. Why is that even important right now? You feel me? Like, think about it. Our GDP is negative, bro. We are literally about to run into the Great Depression of the 20s all over again, my nigga. Like, and it's gonna be 10 times worse because we 10 times bigger. So, when you think about it, it's like, I don't know, man. It just don't smell right to me. But I digress, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, we really don't know. And we won't know until we see what happens. Like, ultimately, when it comes to stuff like this, like, until it happens, we don't know what's gonna happen. And that's what that's like the same way I feel about the COVID. Like, when it gets down to it, I don't care where it came from. I don't care who made it. I don't care about none of that shit. All that matters is coming up with a cure to it. That's it. If all these people is dying and woo, that's what matters. The rest of that shit is hearsay. Ultimately. And all that shifting the blame shit is not gonna save any lives. So as far as I'm concerned, nigga, like, does it matter where it came from? Does it matter? No, none of that matters. All that matters is solving the problem that our government allowed to get out of hand in the richest country in the world, supposedly. I would tell us, we don't really know anymore. But when you look at it, why is it that we are literally unable to respond at the same capacity than a lot of other countries? Like, what kind of shit is that? We're just unable to respond at that capacity? For real? I don't know, but that's how I feel about that. Now, because we're coming into a Great Recession, just like in any other recession, any other time, any other country, a lot of people are deciding to turn their attention and their efforts towards sex work. And I want to hear a bunch of people in the comments like, oh, you're encouraging and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. I don't encourage anybody to take. Like, I'm not a role model. I'm not encouraging anyone to take the same path that I took, because you can't. Everyone's path is fucking different. What works for me ain't gonna work for you. What works for you ain't gonna work for me. That's just how life is. But at the end of the day, if you know anything about economics, you know that when people's resources are reduced, they have to figure out a way to replace those resources. And sex work is one of the only forms of entrepreneurism in which you can practically start with nothing. You don't have to start with a budget. You don't have to have investors. You don't have to do any of that. With a concentrated effort, you can easily earn 6 figures a year. No problem. You do it right. So with that being said, I find it kind of obvious that people are going to do this. What's interesting to me is the increase of males doing this shit now. Like, there have always been males in the adult industry. These did not taste the way I expected them to. I don't like those. My mom don't like them. But yeah. Fucking, the amount of men that are doing it now in comparison to what it was like a year ago. Because I've been like, I got my feet wet, I'm going to say like a year ago, right? When it comes to this online content creator stuff, okay? So, a year ago, I can honestly say there was at least 2/3 less males doing what I do and what a lot of other content creators do, including content trade and stuff like that, now than there has been since I've seen it. And I think that that has a lot to do with the I don't know. It has a lot to do with the fact that OnlyFans is a platform. And it's the platform of the moment. It's hot right now. If you don't know what OnlyFans is a subscription site in which people sell subscriptions and content to their fans. It's not specifically a porn site, but a large part of the company's revenue, if not the majority, if not all of the company's revenue, typically comes from adult performers, content creators, porn stars, and the like. So, because that is currently the platform of choice for most people, because it's easy to sign up, it's discreet, everybody ain't gotta know your business, you can run your card, it's safe, everyone's happy, blah blah. It also allows creators more control, and it's non-discriminatory. So, males, trans, anybody, non-binary, males, trans, in-betweens, I think I said that twice, but y'all get what the fuck I'm saying. In comparison to a lot of like these campsites and stuff like that actually allow men a platform to make money off of their content. Now, the name of the game for these niggas is content trade, right? But at the same time, women generally make more money in the adult industry than men. It's been like that since the beginning of time. It'll continue to be like that. So I think that a lot of these guys that are starting to do this that are, transitioning into the adult entertainment world. And now in the midst of a recession, a lot of these niggas is getting laid off because they worker bees anyway. They're coming into the game and they salty. And they're jealous of the women. And they're mad because every other job they work in any other industry, particularly in the United States, I don't know what it's like around the world because I've never lived anywhere else. But what I do know is here, most jobs, a male will get paid more than a female to do the same fucking job. This is what the wage gap is. This is why women talk about wage equality and things like that. So, with that being said, it is now a part of our sociological fabric in the U.S. and males believe that they're supposed to get paid more than a female. So when they come into an industry unprepared to earn less than women independently, then they become predators. And if they're not able to prey on someone, a lot of times they get vicious. These niggas is getting really, really salty. I mean, like, I can't even think of the level of saltiness. Like, I'm trying to think of one, but it's just they're getting very, very salty. Like kosher rock salt niggas salty. Like, they're getting very salty. And honestly, I believe that they don't really know how to process it. And that's why they're acting out in the way that they are. A lot of them, not all of them. Now, I will say, there are a lot of guys out there that are just out here trying to get their money. They know what it is. And they do their best to provide good content and connect with their following. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about these Rudy Poot ass, dusty ass, living with their mama until they started scamming ass niggas. They got an apartment in a bitch name, got a car in a bitch name. Got a life in a bitch name. These niggas got it. It's in a bitch name. Okay, everything is on a bitch. Nigga ain't never did nothing. Probably went to like 1 year community college. You know what I'm saying? Try to be a promoter. Didn't work out. Like, them niggas. Them is the niggas that I'm talking about. And there's a lot of them. And like I said, these niggas is preying on bitches. Consent and shit like that is very wavy. And you gotta understand the difference between independent content creators and porn companies is there is no liability. There's no liability. There is no liability. Companies are held responsible. Corporations are held responsible. There is always liability. They have to have insurance. They have to have niggas sign paperwork. When something goes wrong on set, there is somebody to blame. Somebody can get sued. Somebody's going to come out of pocket. Somebody's going to come out of a fucking job. With this independent content creation shit, it's like the motherfucking Wild West out here, bitch. The Wild West, okay? It is no different than the goddamn marijuana industry right now. Niggas is going crazy. They don't know how to act. So, yeah, that's the most, I feel like that's the most surprising trend that I've seen. That I haven't seen since, until now. Like, I've never seen this before. So this is very interesting to watch how it plays out. And to see the kind of people that become successful. The kind of people that don't. The kind of people that, you know. It's very interesting to see how these dudes are working it. And it's also very interesting to see how tolerant a lot of these motherfuckers are, which I think is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say millennials are pretty goddamn tolerant. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? As far as accepting other people and other people's sexuality, even though they might classify themselves as cis men, They cool. Some of them. But the rest of y'all is trash. Alright. Pornhub. So, nigga, look. I would say over the last month, right? We're starting to see a lot of people delete their Pornhub accounts, kind of leave Pornhub, you know, in the past. Or, you know, people like trying to transition away from Pornhub, using other sites like Xvids and stuff like that, particularly content creators. Because for a lot of us, that's where we market ourselves and our content. So, and some of us actually make money. We do generate ad revenue on these tube sites. And it's another reason to have your content on a tube site is it's a good way to keep your finger on the pulse in these tube sites. You'll know what's released in your name and things like that. So it's a good thing, right? Also, DMCAs are important too. And it ties, there's a lot of things that go into having content on tube sites. No matter what type of content you produce, it's a form of marketing for us. So what's interesting is just recently, like I said, within the last month, and I would say for me, I saw a tweet. Like the first thing I saw was a fucking tweet, and it was like it was a victim, a child abuse victim actually, that said, you know, they had to fight Pornhub to get their content taken off of there because it was taken by their abuser when they were underage, and Pornhub left it up for like years, didn't take it down. You know, they tried to DMCA them. It took quite a while to get them to actually, you know, get it down. I guess they had to get like a lawyer or something like that. I don't know. But I remember it was like a long ass tweet. It was like a thread, right? And I shit you not, within, I want to say minutes of that being posted, we start to see models, porn stars, average people, voyeurs, saying that they're leaving Pornhub. A lot of them did. Because they didn't want to support a platform that profited off of the abuse of children. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? That's solid. I feel you. We all have our limits. You know what I'm saying? We all have our boundaries. And that's an important thing to understand when it comes to this sex work shit. Like, if you're going to get into this, you need to establish your boundaries before you start. Because if you don't, it's very easy to be taken away by the wave. You know what I'm saying? So it's necessary to establish your boundaries before you get into this shit. Figure out what you will do, what you won't do, what you like to do, what you don't like to do. Always better to do what you like to do. That way it's hard to regret it. If you enjoyed it, it's difficult to regret it, right? Alright. So, yeah, nigga. Pornhub getting busted out. Everybody's like, damn, Pornhub been having kids on here. Damn. Yo. Fact. First of all, I need people to understand something. I get where you're coming from. I do understand. And everybody has their choice to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If you want to take your content out there, take your fucking content out there. That's fine. What I'm telling you is, if you're taking your content out there because you don't want to support a company that profits off of the abuse of children, then you should probably stop watching a lot of things. All entertainment, the entire entertainment industry, just stop it. Just cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Get rid of that shit. Because all forms of entertainment have profited. All companies in the entertainment industry have profited off of the abuse of children. And I know y'all like, nah, babe, that's trifling, babe. Don't say that, babe. But it's a motherfucking fact. Alright? We grew up, you feel me? I'm a millennial. I was born in 95, bro. We grew up on Disney Channel. We grew up on Nickelodeon. Guess what? Both of those companies have been profiting off of the abuse of children for a millennia. Literally. Literally. The entertainment that is created and provided for children is produced based on the abuse of children. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying all the people, all child stars have been abused and all that shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is there's a reason why my generation of Disney stars don't fuck with Disney. Okay? There's a reason why Ariana Grande is fucking Ariana Grande. Okay? There's a reason why we don't know where the fuck Amanda Bynes is at. That profits off of the abuse of children. I feel you. I understand it. But that means that you're going to have to cut out a lot of companies. Okay? A lot of the shit that we buy that's made in China is made in sweatshops by kids. You gonna stop buying that shit? You gonna stop buying it? You know what I'm saying? Made in India, made in Indonesia and shit. You gonna stop buying that shit? No, you're not. So, all I'm trying to say is, if you want to take your shit off, I understand that. It's an independent fucking decision. We all have the option to do what the fuck we want to do. Just don't judge the next person if they're deciding to keep their shit there. Because ultimately, rather you remove yours or leave it there or whatever, it's really not going to change the nature of the game. And when it gets down to it, all forms of the entertainment industry, no matter which avenue you look at it from, have profited off of the abuse of children at least once or twice. And that's just a fact. It's melancholy and it's fucked up, but this is the world we live in. So, I'm just saying, get off your fucking high horse. Aside from that, I'm done. I'm full. I hope that y'all had a nice time listening to me rant about nothing. I can't believe y'all wanted a mukbang. I was like, a mukbang? Y'all just want to sit here and listen to me fucking talk for 20 to 30 minutes? Okay, YouTube. But seriously, thank y'all for watching. I'm licking this buffalo sauce off my fingers and shit. I'm gonna go put these other wings, these garlic wings, in the fridge for my mom. Bitch ass baby carrots. Thank y'all for coming, watching me. I hope you was eating something while you was watching me. Hopefully, if you was eating wings, it was better than these bitch ass Buffalo Wild Wings. I hope y'all are staying safe out there. Don't forget to subscribe and like, turn on your notifications, all that shit. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if y'all like these mukbang videos, because I don't make another one. Alright, we out here.